Did you know that nearly 70% of online shoppers abandon their carts because of a complicated checkout process? That's a lot of potential customers slipping away. According to Baymert Institute, a significant number of the abandonments are due to a lengthy or complex checkout pages. And it doesn't have to be something major. It can be as simple as having one unnecessary field or the paging loading too slowly. In fact, studies from Sales Cycle show that optimizing the checkout process can increase your conversions by up to 35%. By simplifying your checkout page and reducing friction, you can see a boost in your conversion rates. Today, we will be talking about the 3 most important things your checkout page should have and what common mistakes you should avoid. A one-page checkout reduces friction and simplifies the purchasing process. When customers get to the checkout page, they are at a critical point in the shopping journey. Any additional steps or complications can cause hesitations, leading to abandoned carts. Consolidating everything onto one page creates a smooth, faster, and more intuitive experience. Here are some reasons why a one-page checkout is beneficial. Number 1, streamlined user experience. A one-page checkout provides a streamlined user experience. Shoppers doesn't have to navigate through multiple pages or steps to complete their purchase. Everything they need, billing details, shipping information, cart contents, and payment options is in one place. This convenience reduces the chances of friction and making the process feel more straightforward and manageable. Number 2, reduced cognitive load. When customers see all the required information on one page, it reduces their cognitive load. They don't have to remember details from previous steps or worry about what comes next. This clearly helps them feel more in control and less overwhelmed, increasing the likelihood that they will complete the purchase. Number 3, faster checkout process. Time is a critical factor in online shopping. A lengthy, multi-step checkout can be time-consuming and off-putting. A simple one-page checkout speeds up the checkout process, making it more appealing for customers who want a quick and efficient transaction. A faster checkout process means fewer opportunities for customers to change their minds or get distracted. Number 4, immediate error feedback. With a one-page checkout, customers get immediate feedback if they make an error, such as entering incorrect payment information or forgetting a required field. This real-time validation allows them to fix mistakes on the spot. Going back and forth between pages can get frustrating really fast. A one-page checkout creates a better user experience by making the process smoother and more intuitive. Number 5, consistency across devices. A one-page checkout ensures a consistent experience across different devices and platforms. Whether customers are shopping on a desktop, tablet, or smartphone, they get the same checkout process. This consistency builds familiarity and trust, encouraging repeat purchases. I'm getting distracted really fast, really easy. And from my experience, most people are. The checkout page should be focused solely on completing the purchase. Headers, footers, or other distractions can lead to higher abandonment rates. By removing those elements, you can keep your customers' attention to the task at hand. Here is why the header and footer should be removed. Number 1, focused user experience. When a customer reaches the checkout page, they are making a purchase. Any additional elements like navigation menus, headers, or footers can distract them away from completing the transaction. By stripping the checkout page of those distractions, you create a focused environment where the primary goal is clear, completing the purchase. Number 2, reduces exit points. Headers and footers often contain links to other parts of your website, such as product categories, promotional pages, or social media accounts. Those links are exit points that can tempt customers to leave the checkout process and browse elsewhere. Removing those elements minimizes the chances of customers clicking away, keeping them on the path to purchase. Number 3, improved loading times. Headers and footers can increase the loading time of the checkout page. A slowed loading page can frustrate customers, making them abandon their carts. Removing these elements can help improve loading times and create a smooth experience for the users. Number 4, minimizes cognitive load. When customers encounter a simple, distraction-free checkout page, their cognitive load is reduced. They don't have to process additional information or decide whether to click on other links. This simplicity helps them focus solely on entering their payment and other details, making the process feel quicker and more straightforward. By now, you should figure it out that the simpler your checkout process is, the better conversion rate you'll have. Every additional form field adds friction to the checkout process. By only asking for essential information, you can reduce the time and the effort required to complete the purchase. The most common fields that are never used are the company name and additional information. Use the data from your customers to determine what fields are not used by your customers. If you sell physical products, don't display the shipping information fields. It is better to have a checkbox that reads different shipping address. Only if the user clicks that, display the shipping information. Most people don't have 2 different addresses. Now, let's talk about the most common mistakes people make when creating their checkout process. Don't get too clever, be precise. I think it's in human nature to try to impress other people with their knowledge. This is okay, but not in all contexts, especially at checkout. Keep your checkout process straightforward. Overcomplicating it with unnecessary steps or features can confuse and frustrate customers. Also, use simple and precise language. Don't use multi-step checkout if not needed. Unless absolutely needed, avoid multi-step checkouts. They can increase the abandonment rate. If you must use multiple steps, ensure each step is clear and concise with progress indicators. I see a lot of people now trying to imitate the Shopify checkout process. That is fine, but it's not the case for every single shop. Use what works for your customers. Remove any upsells or cross-sells during checkout. The best way to improve the customer's LTV is to sell them something else after they purchase something from you. But that comes after they purchased, not before. Keep upsells and cross-sells for after the checkout process. Including them during checkout can distract customers and increase abandonment rates. Mobile optimization. The smartphone is not something new. It has been around since 2007, but still, for most people, mobile responsiveness is an afterthought, and it shouldn't be. Make sure your checkout page is fully optimized for phones. A significant portion of online shopping is done on mobile, and a poor mobile experience can lead to high abandonment rates. Provide clear error messages. People will make mistakes. Make sure that any errors in the form fields are clearly highlighted with an easy to understand message. And don't display the error on the top of the page, but on each individual field that has an error. An auto scroll to the field that has the error helps a lot. Simplifying your checkout process is a powerful way to reduce cart abandonment and increase conversions. If you follow the advice in this video, you will increase your conversion rate. But there is another way to increase your conversion rate that not a lot of people are talking about, so watch this video next to find out how you can.